The 150th anniversary of women voting in Utah is coming up, and Pleasant Grove found their own way to celebrate. Cierra Ysasaga tells us what they are doing to celebrate. Cierra?
150 years ago, my vote would not be accepted. This Friday, February 14th, marks the 150th anniversary of women voting in Utah. When Utah became a territory in 1850, all free white males over the age of 21 had the right to vote. But it took another 20 years before Utah women could vote. With this important date coming up, the Pleasant Grove Historic Preservation Commission wants to collect stories on local women involved in fighting for voting rights. The commission members use Facebook to encourage people living in Pleasant Grove to send in any stories they have of women with connections to the suffrage movement.
That commemorated the 150th anniversary of women attaining the vote in Utah, it seemed the perfect time to compile and collect these women's stories.
Some of those stories get posted on the Commission's Facebook page, like the story of Fanny Stewart, a schoolteacher living in Pleasant Grove in 1888. In church, Fanny publicly supported the idea of organizing a women's suffrage branch. Only 5 weeks later, she acted as president of the first Pleasant Grove's women's suffrage meeting held on March 15th, 1890. The goal of the Historic Preservation Commission is to make stories like Fanny's visible to the public and inspire people in the community.
When you feel like a small person from a small town, you read these stories and you start realizing, no, you can really enact change if you feel passionately about something.
Commission members will compile these stories into a book by the end of the month and plan to make the book available for download by the beginning of March. Submit a story by emailing the address below, or you can find the Pleasant Grove Historic Preservation Commission on Facebook. Because of the women of yesterday, this is possible. Reporting for Newsline, I'm Cierra Ysasaga.